We knew from the outset that we had to make the doors impressive, just like they would have been in a royal palace. That meant there was a lot of scope for challenging people's perceptions. We have manuscript evidence for the way doors are presented, which show how colourful they once were. We know that there would have been paintwork on them originally. We know that there's a lot of ironwork that was once tinned.
Tinning goes back centuries because copper pots and pans have been around for centuries. The way we do it, it's what they call hand wipe. Now, hand wipe has been done for centuries because ages ago they didn't have electro-tinning. There was no such thing. It was all done by hand.
We're very used to seeing medieval ironwork that has been left rusty. But in the medieval period, the ironwork could be tinned, and that tinning gave it a really shiny, silvery effect, which again really heightens the craftsmanship.
We have done work for Norwich Castle before. We actually have done the door hinges.
Yeah.
And some more of the door decorations and the knockers. We also did the nails.
We had to do them individually.
Yeah, that was
so time-consuming.
Yeah.
Hundreds, literally hundreds. I think it was 200-300
some like
nails.
that.
They were about that big, but that size of a head. The thing is, we don't do things in mass. We can't do it in mass. Every single item has to be done individually.
It's a very small market, and when people appreciate your work, it just gives you a great satisfaction.
To know what it came in like and what it leaves like is just night and day.
The practical challenge is that you have a medieval building, but it's also a modern museum.
Yeah, those are going to be the weak points, aren't they, here? And the fact that we've got a gap.
We knew that some doors had to be fire rated, and of course you can't buy a Norman fire rated door anymore.
We've come here today to put them in a furnace and see how they perform.
We had to commission an entire replicator door and then burn it to see whether it would last long enough to be signed off by the fire officers for use in a modern building. You have to be really, really careful that you don't end up with a Notre Dame on your hands.
Timber panel doors work well in a furnace because the way they're constructed allows them to move without failing. So we've got a lot of information.
The Bygard Tower doorway, or the four-building doorway, is perhaps the most important door in the entire keep that we recreated. It was the statement piece, and therefore it was one of the largest doorways in the keep, and that meant for us that it was a whacking great piece of wood. That means there's a lot of weight that needs to be hung off the doorway, and of course that doorway is all completely original Norman masonry.
For many years we've just been looking at drawings. It just looks very impressive and we're very pleased with it. We managed to achieve the complexity of design that is just so Romanesque in spirit. They loved patterns, they loved complexity, and they loved colour. The new main door to the keep is impressive because it has to match its spectacular architectural setting. It is sitting within one of the artistic highlights of the building. This 12th century sculpted portal is one of the most outstanding examples of Romanesque architecture. Romanesque sculpture is fascinating because almost every example that you come across is unique. I think we're very lucky that we still have so much surviving, considering the very complex and turbulent history of this building. And you know, we can only speculate how incredibly rich in decoration and how impressive this building would have been when it was first completed.
I love the doors, and it is something I'm really pleased with. When you see them, you really begin to understand how important they were as something that sets the tone. I think when you look at doors today, they can be fairly utilitarian. In the medieval castle, those doors provide that visual draw. They become set pieces in their own right, and that is reflected in the fact that you have blacksmiths, carpenters, painters all involved in making them look as grand as they are.